guys? Welcome back to Hospitality Queens with your favorite two hospitality gurus. I'm Erin.
What up? It's Whitney.
Welcome
What
back,
up,
y'all.
y'all?
Hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, please check out us out on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit that noti bell. Okay, that's notifications in Erin terms, noti. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
All of that.
All
Yeah.
that,
All that.
all that. I know. Just
It's Monday. Y'all watching it on Tuesday, but like, I love Mondays. It's lit. I just woke up in a really good mood today. And I think it's because I knew we were recording the show early.
mm-hmm.
So it's like, cool. I got in the mood. Like, I'm excited. So, yeah. I hope y'all had a good Monday. Listening
Yes.
to this. A great week. It's almost November. It's litty. I'm excited. And then I feel like Retrograde starts today if you're into that. I saw something today about that and I saved it for the show because I know Erin's like big on the retros. So
It's retro it, y'all.
Okay, I just stopped it. All right.
What does it say,
This
girl?
year's Mars retrograde starts October 30th. Is that no, that was yesterday. Okay, so we refresh, okay? Happy
Mm.
Halloween. Happy late Halloween. Okay. Oh shit. Not my Instagram just closing out like that. Rude.
Retrograde.
Yeah.
Um,
Retrograde. Yeah, you're
depending depending on what sign you are, it really like affects different signs differently. I can already kind of see how it's affecting me.
right.
But I don't know. I didn't really dive into it because I feel like I was barely over the last one that was a little cringy. So it's like last week. I feel like was it last week or the week before? Last week. I think last week was like the showdown for me. Was it last week or the
Mhm.
week before? All the weeks are crumbling at this point. So I felt like the
That's
shadow had
probably
already hit me at this point. I do feel a little bit better. But we just have to go through the day. I don't like Mondays though. Mondays are not
Ooh,
fun for me because I have a
ooh.
lot on my plate every Monday. It's like I just have a lot to do. So Mondays necessarily aren't always the best days for me. It's actually a very long, intense day for me. But hey, just add to the plate.
All right. Okay, it says this year's Mars retrograde starts October 30th. It will be an energetic reset to prepare us for the next level of our life. The universe is saying, choose people. Because after Aaron just said, sorry, y'all. I'm thinking of all the shit Aaron she was like, bitch, no, I'm not excited. Fuck Monday. It's what she literally just said. Crying. Okay, sorry. The universe is saying, choose people who choose you. Those who deserve you, love you, respect you, support you, help you evolve, who are good for your energy. That's a fucking word, okay? So that is what this retrograde should be. Choose what's good for your energy, period. That's all the time.
It's also, I think, wasn't it something with Gemini? I feel like Gemini is
Oh,
in
I didn't
is
get
it
that
Mars? I
detail.
think Mars is Gemini. Like I thought when you think of like your planet or whatever,
Oh,
aren't
dang.
you aren't you Mars? I think you're Mars.
I
I could be
just
wrong.
so funny. Let me like it's so crazy. I was grabbing something in my like spiritual guide paper was just randomly there. So crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
I put it to the side and it's right there. I'm like, damn, I feel like you're right, Aaron. Let me grab it real quick.
Yeah. So every sign, like it affects you differently. That's what I'm saying. I think Gemini, I want to say this could be like a really good week for her, hence her high energy, and hence my low energy.
Yeah, I
So I
am
haven't
Mars.
read, I'm like, I don't know what mine is, but I'm not peaking right now, clearly.
Ooh.
Uh, so I do feel the reset though. I definitely feel the reset. That's kind of what I've been doing for the last, I feel like I've had like maybe 4 hours of sleep because I had so much stuff to do. Part of my reset, just getting some things together. So yeah, I feel a reset, just not super energetic, but hey, today's a
Mhm.
new day, so maybe that energy will come.
Ooh.
Okay,
Maybe that energy will come. Okay.
let's just
Um
claim that literally. Yeah,
yeah,
because I'm like,
yeah.
I think I'm like Mercury or Saturn. I keep forgetting. Um,
Um
with that being said, I need to go ahead and take a little bit of a drink. So
Ooh,
I
yes.
have the Austin East Ciders cherry lime cider that I'm going to be drinking today. It says, "How do you like them apples?" Question mark. Got this beer at the beer fest, the Dallas Beer Fest today. Did a couple weeks ago. But I'm also going to Austin today. So I thought it was
Yay.
only right to kind of like bust it down on the Austin vibes. And also my shirt says I don't do mornings, because I don't. And we're just living in the energy of understanding and understanding where you are in life. I don't like mornings. I'm up though. Let's be clear. I'm up though.
I'm up in the stuck. I love Austin East Ciders. I'm a cider girl through and through, so I love that
Cherry
brand.
lime.
Yeah, they have a pineapple that's really good, a blood orange that's good.
Mm,
I love that brand. So
yeah, you're a cider girl.
get you some. How
Get
is
you
it?
some.
How is the cherry lime? Is that
So
cherry
good.
lime?
So
Ooh, I
good.
gotta
It's like
try.
it's not beery, it's not cidery.
It
It's
just is what
just
it is, right?
it's just east side.
E- East side, and when it's so ice cold, like there's nothing like a ice super cold cider.
Oh, it's cold. You get
Oh
into the back of the
my god.
fridge.
It's just nothing like it. It's so refreshing and yummy. So I love the ciders. I'm drinking. So when I went out with last weekend, not last weekend, last week with these girls, like a girls' night. This is my first time out with like all of them. And we're ordering our drinks, and one of the girls ordered first, and she ordered a tequila pineapple. And I'm like, she was like, that's my drink. I'm like, that's my drink. And it kind of like we have our shifties, if you know, when you get off, you can get a free drink, a shift drink. I always will typically get a cider, but the ciders we have right now, they're tall boys, and I can't drink that much, like of a
Mm-hmm.
cider. It's just too much. It's too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been ordering my Old Faithfuls, my tequila
Yeah.
pineapples, and they just hit. They're just so good, and just they
Mm-hmm.
have the perfect amount of sweetness, and you just get. I don't know. It does something to me. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
drinking. The Old Faithful, just the classic tequila reposado and pineapple juice.
Yeah. Sounds divine and delicious. So I'm here for it.
It
I'm gonna
just
pick up some tequila today. I'm like out. Like I've legit it got so bad last night as I'm resetting. I was like, I ain't got no tequila. Let me finish this Jameson. Finished my JMO. Reset.
mm-hmm.
But it was like, I'm
Reset.
cleansing out like all the empty bottles. I actually went through my linen closet and like
Okay.
went through a whole purge, y'all. So that's what happens is once Erin gets on one tangent, she can't stop until it's all done. So then here I
But you know
go
what?
getting
I
it
feel
in.
like recently, like last week, I did that. Like I was like going through cleaning, like organizing things that I should have been already organized, but whatever, it's done. But like,
Thank
and
you,
you
that
just feel
part.
so much better when it's like, there's a place for everything. There's like, okay, like it looks clean. There's no clutter. Like I like this. So it just makes you feel good. So yeah,
Even like just when you look, yeah, when you look at the aesthetics, I'm like, wow, like so glad I
aesthetically
finally
pleasing.
made the time. I made the time to do it because we're always busy with stuff. But I don't know where you guys live, but it's getting cold. And what I was like trying to find different blankets and comforters and just kind of like get all the stuff together. And so then I went down the tangent, which I actually went through my entire bottom half of my closet. My closet is like a 3-day project, which,
Mm.
Whitney, I'm still having on my list for her to like organize my closet one day. Probably when I get in the house at this point because, or somewhere that I might stay a while because it's just that much stuff. But I went through all of it and got like, I already gave like 4 bags this morning. I have been productive. I took 4 bags for a giveaway, huge
Yeah,
bags, just from like the bottom piece of my
I
stuff. But
love
it was
that.
just trying to figure out like this weekend, which we'll top into that. I was just not feeling like I was at my peak of clothing. And I was like, well, I gotta make room for the new stuff I need. So it's like we gotta go through
Okay,
like what is going on, and then I gotta pack
okay,
like. So that's where that had came down to,
okay,
of like
okay, okay.
going into the new season. So how are you feeling with your
Mhm.
wardrobe in this new season?
Okay, so what I started doing, and I actually bought this rack. I don't know why I bought the rack, but y'all know I have a store, and I've always just been into clothes. And when Erin mentioned organizing her closet, it's just one of the things that like is a hobby I like to do. One of like my best friends growing up, I started with her. She was kind of like my first client. I used to just, she had all the clothes that I wanted. Like I had a single mom. My mom was not buying clothes like that. It just is what it was. Like we went shopping one time, you make it work. And that's, I feel like, how that got me into like clothes and how I buy clothes, because I knew I had to buy key pieces and items that could go through different seasons and just do different things because I wasn't able to shop a lot. So comes in my friend, her parents, she had parents, they had good jobs. She was shopping, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I went shopping with her. We picked out clothes together, and I would just organize her closet. It would be like color coordinated, like everything. And I did this from high school. I don't know when I started, maybe high school. And she went to South Carolina State, and I would, every year of college for her, I would go move-in day and organize her closet, and we would put together outfits for class, because class was like fashion show, and she's AKA, so pink and green. We was putting together fits, like styling her, styling together. This is just what we did for fun. Like I've been doing this, so that's what we used to do. So I was like, damn, this could be a business. It really could be, but I just kind of like, I get in and I get out. It's just what I like to do. I don't know. I probably should have more of a business mindset towards it, but it's just like, I do it for my friends, and that's just kind of what it is. But one day I will get to Erin's closet and be able to do it. I've done it for my best friend Charnice. Like, I really do it for everybody. My mom, I'm on her list, but she got a lot of closet. It's a lot going on there too.
It's Virgo shit. It's Virgo shit.
Yeah, and they're both Virgos, so it's like, you know what? But Charnice is a Virgo too, and her closet was a beast too. So I don't know.
It's it's legit a bucket list dream to have Whitney come and like organize my closet. But I'm patient on that, because I also got to do some work before she get in there, because she won't kill me. So I feel like
yours is gonna be like the special, right? We're gonna be able to do all the da-da-das, you know, because this is like, when I other do is on small scale, so we're gonna be able to reorganize, redecorate. It's gonna be fire. So timing is everything. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. So how am I feeling? So I'm looking at my rack right now. So I do a rack. I buy a rack for my room. So like as season change or whatever, I put all like my key pieces or like my fun stuff or things I really like on this rack, and then I build off of the rack. So right now I do have a bunch of jackets, like all my favorite fall little jackets. But fun fact, the high today in Charleston is 82, bitch. So I'm wearing shorts and a tee today. It's hot. We ain't even cold yet. So I don't even have to tap in yet, because it's still
deep.
And that's how the weather is here. Like last week or over the weekend was it was very gloomy, overcast, no sun the whole weekend, just very cloudy. So it was a little colder, but not too cold, but still cold enough. No one really wanted to sit outside on our patio. And where I work, the patio is like the biggest part of the restaurant. So there was, but for what it was, we still did all right. It wasn't a horrible weekend, but there's a lot of stuff going on. Our fair is in town. So the fair started on Thursday. So people were at the fair. So that's a thing. So, we were slower. What else? There was plays, like there's an Annie play happening right now. And where the play is, it's close to my job. So people were coming for dinner before and then going to the play. So that was cool. What else? There's a lot of like, it's Halloween. So Halloween weekend, there's Halloween bar crawls, there's Halloween here, and here. So there's all of that. There's a lot of shit going on that can affect business for a restaurant. Yeah. People are out doing a lot of different activities. So either you're going to get, like, I know Saturday, all of our reservations were early, like all at the same time, because everyone's trying to get in, have dinner before they go to the play, before they go do this, go drink, whatever. And then 8:00, it dies down, because that's when all the other shit is popping. People are really starting to go out, go party, go to the club. So that's kind of how this holiday weekend has been. Over here, I guess I just glided into my weekend hospitality, but I still had a good week. I I never like, and I'm not going to say I miss people, but I feel like in
Okay.
hospitality and serve in like restaurants, it's high
Yeah.
turnover. So people come and go.
Yes.
But
Yes.
we
Yes.
have like, is it 2 or 3? We have people right now that are leaving who have to move for certain things. And I'm actually
Mm.
low key sad. Like, I feel
Oh.
like this is the first time that like our restaurant has had good staff members,
Okay.
like people who come to work,
Yeah.
people who are positive, people that you like and you enjoy working with. And it's like, damn, we worked so hard to get here. And it's like, dang, they gotta leave. We gotta get new people. Like, it sucks. I mean, it sucks, but it's cool. Like this one guy, how people can say to you, like, I know you're a good mom. People have said that to you, or you're such a good mom, right? People have said that to you. And
It
I'm
does
just
on your
like,
life, but
when people say that to me, I'm like, how do you know though? Because you don't even know me, bruh.
I know
But,
exactly how they know.
but no, I know how they
Patient.
know. But I know how they know because this guy, one of the guys that's leaving, he is a great fucking dad, bro. And I'm like, can
Aww.
you adopt me and Jonah? Please. So him and his wife is in the military. So they have to move to Japan.
Oh,
That's why he's
fun.
leaving,
I
which
love
is
that.
so cool. Like,
Yeah.
so his daughter is 6 and he like the way he talks about his daughter, like all the cool things, like we're like the parents, you know what I'm saying? So he'll show me pictures of him and his daughter, like her on Halloween and them being fun, and like I could just tell that like he's a great fucking dad. I'm
Oh,
like,
I love that.
bro. And it's just so nice to see that like someone who like celebrates their wife is excited about being a dad. Like you don't see it all the
Yeah.
time. In food and bev, it's a lot of like people who are alcoholics, they're hungover, they're not really talking about much, or being
Right.
positive, just quiet as it's kept. You remember Funky Dineva? Quiet as it's kept. People like aren't really that positive, but so to have him
Mm-hmm.
like talk about that, his wife and his daughter, they come in and they eat sometimes, it's just cool to see the full circle of like, a cute little family. So I'm low key sad because I really like
Aw,
working with him. He's like super fit into working out. He's always bringing
love
in his
that.
like whole breakfast, and I'm like, I
Love
love
that.
shit like that. Like something's fit. It kind of it inspires you. We talk about cooking and all kinds of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like I enjoy working with him. It's really refreshing because it just doesn't happen like that a lot of the times,
You're
unfortunately.
1,000% right. You're 1,000% right. Hospitality is it is what probably number one or top five of high turnovers for sure. In the
Yeah.
rate of like the industry. But speaking on that, part of my weekend is I got to see some people I haven't seen because I haven't been working with one of the companies I used to work with a lot.
Mhm.
Because I've been shifting things and I seen some people or was like, and then also like on social media, and it was just really a nice full circle moment to see people elevate from a situation as well. Like if you work with people that you feel like are good people, but they may not be the best in those work environments, but you are
Right.
like you could, if you like you meet someone and you're like, oh, I can see how you could be, but you going through some shit. Like I actually can identify people going through some shit because I've been through a lot of shit.
Right.
It's very much open for me. I've opened my third eye, so I can see when people going through some shit. I can't. It's like all over their
Uh-huh.
face, like at this point. So I saw a
Ooh.
couple people, and I was like, damn, their energy is lifted when I see you in a different setting, and I'm like, man, I knew that you just had to go through that. And like sometimes, people are so quick to judge and stuff like that. I was like, it's okay. Like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna work out the way it needs to work out. Just like trust that if you thought they were even a good enough vibe to talk to in the first place, give them the benefit of the doubt that people do change. I kind of had that.
Mm.
I had that. I don't know. I do a lot of self talking in the car to myself. You talk to yourself in the
I
car?
love
It's a
it.
thing.
I talk
Like
to
all day
myself
long.
in every aspect of
Like
everything.
all day long. It was like a thing that came up when I remember exactly what I was driving, which I just don't remember what came to thought. But it was about how people change. And how we want to give people the benefit of the doubt if they change. I think I think there's like a boundary because I have learned different parts of changing. Kind of just on a past thing is like when someone shows you who they are, like in the beginning and they're cool, but then they go through whatever the fuck they go through, and then they don't get out of it, but they also don't give the energy, right? Like you could say, oh my gosh, this guy is a good dad because person could fuck up, but the energy was there, so you could kind of see the potential. Before you see the potential, then people keep showing you who they are, and the energy is just dead. The energy died. Okay, you have to leave those people at the death rate. You have to leave them at the funeral home. Don't feel bad. Don't feel entitled. Don't feel away. And I think for me, I kind of had like, okay, so weird story, which is Halloween. So this goes perfectly. I had a very vivid dream, y'all, of somebody coming and knocking on my door and apologizing. I don't want to get too deep into it as a person, but I had like a whole vision, like of the person, the tears, the like everything, right, in my door. But it was a dream, and I woke up from the dream really confused. I don't ever dream about this person. Like this person was like not anyone I think of like that. Like it's family shit, by the way. So nothing on the other side. But the other side. But like what, 2 weeks ago, that person popped up like in the vicinity of my life, but they used to not be in the vicinity of my life, right? So they popped up in this era, right? And they actually popped up with another family member. And when she called me to tell me what happened, I was shook about it because I was like, "Wow, I just dreamed of this person. Did I dream that this person was coming back? Like, this is like, what does this mean?" Because it was so deep for me. Well, yeah, it was so deep for me. Like, just to think about like someone coming back that you dreamed of, right?
Right.
All right. Long story short, this person tells me what happened, and I said, like, I have to process this. Like, this isn't one of those moments where I'm like, oh, I dreamed about them. Like, maybe we can talk through why we don't talk anymore because we don't talk for a reason. Like, maybe we could work through it. And I said, no, that's not what that means. I gotta process it. And if my heart says like, all right, cool, like I'll be feeling enticed, but I haven't felt enticed at all. Actually, I feel like I'm even more like, okay, I'm good, because a lot of people's energies are just not good for me right now. Like I'm in a different place, but very good. And I don't need nobody coming in with shit, because I've always dealt with people's shit, and I'm in a place that's like a no. So on my Halloween story, it's given no, y'all. It's given no. Okay. It's given like, accept like your downloads and all things you're giving, and just allow it to work out itself. I'm like, if it's meant to be, it's gonna come how it needs to come, because I'm still very much triggered in a lot of ways, and my snap is lit. Like, I've been snapping. Snap is like dry. It's given dry. So it's just best for me to stay in my lane, because I know who I am. Right? Like,
I love everything you just said. It's really how I've been feeling the whole weekend, the whole everything, like period, point blank. And it's so funny that you were saying that. And that's why I was just like, because I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Because Erin is never like that. I'm like,
I'm not.
you are never. Erin gonna give
deep.
you a chance. She gonna be.
Child,
I'm just like, no.
I feel
Like
like I'm
for
growing.
me,
I feel like no, Whitney knows.
I'm a cutthroat bitch, okay? If
Yeah,
I'm not
always.
fucking with you, I do not fuck with you, and that's on
Yeah.
period.
Yeah,
like, you can
seriously.
be like, damn, what did I do? You did something, because I cannot even. I do not fuck with negative energy. I don't like it. If I don't feel it, if it's just a no for me, it's a no for me.
No.
And it's always been like that for me since I was a little kid. Okay. My mom used to tell me stories. Okay. It's just who I am.
Only imagine how you were as a kid. I would probably want to choke you out as your mom. Like, I told you, like, you fucking.
She would say that as a little kid. So okay, you know how Erin. Fun fact. I'm a bitch. So, and I've been telling y'all that. So Erin put last week, question of the day: what have you learned about yourself over the last 7 days? So this is probably over the last my whole life. My mom used to tell me that her friends, like, not that they didn't like me, but like I would make them feel uncomfortable. As a child, I knew how to make people feel uncomfortable. And I kind of like got a kick out of doing it. So I feel like I'm low-key toxic. Like, I'm very a toxic person. Because I know
use that word though. We're gonna
I don't like the word toxic, but there's something wrong with me that I know that I can fuck with people and not say a word, and I know it gets under their skin, and I like it. That's bad. That's not good.
It is. How do I say this? I feel like it's just kind of like, manipulation in a way, because my son, I've realized my son has this trait. It's actually like very disturbing.
Am I manipulative? Ooh, I don't like that either.
he
I feel
knows
like
how to
toxic
like.
is better.
No,
Ooh,
but it's
y'all.
because it's when you find out something about someone and you use it to your advantage. Like it's, I mean, probably that's probably a better word for that. I'm not saying I know the word yet. It'll come to me.
Mm-hmm.
But my kid does that same thing. I watched it and I was like, oh my god, this evil little. But his dad's a Gemini, which his dad is actually has the same birthday as Whitney. Fun fact.
Same exact.
Same exact year and everything, which I'm really surprised I love her as much as I do, because I don't like him as much. But I feel like he's got some of that trait. Like now, like he's getting older, like I see him like, oh, this is the Gemini part in you. Like, and then like this morning he was like so sweet and like giving, I was like, oh yay, is this the Virgo? Because he's Capricorn, but I feel like he has a mix of a lot of shit going down. There's a lot of shit going on in that kid, right? Like it's daddy cray, mom's peaceful, but she will snap when needed. So it's a lot going on over there for him. And he's got his own lane, which is kind of like all over. But I feel like, I don't want to say toxic. I just feel like, I don't know. For instance, like in my chart, like my birth chart, I have narcissistic behavior. And at first I was like, ooh, but then I could see it. So at first I was like, oh, okay. I can honestly identify now where I become a little narcissistic. And it's not necessarily like in relationship terms or bad terms. It's just maybe it really stems from my smart ass mouth. Okay. That's just what it is. I have a very smart mouth. My cousin helped me identify that, because honestly, my whole life, I just thought there was nothing wrong with that. But apparently that's a problem these days in these streets. But I can be very, I can be very of a smart ass, just because I don't connect with people that don't understand things. It's a personal thing. I'm aware, guys. But I don't get the correlation sometimes. So I can sometimes make that into a negative thing versus just a curve. It's a Virgo trait. But if you don't identify, you don't know, you just go get a smart ass Virgo, then you're going to like us. But it is what it is. But I feel like it's like, I don't like the word narcissist, because I dated a narcissist and I about wanted to go cray. But I feel like I can now identify certain things that might be a little cringy.
Okay.
So not you don't like toxic. I don't like narcissists.
Yeah, narcissist is a word.
It's
child.
deep. It's a word, but it's a word, right? I think that's like also a thing. Like when you're like this weekend, I think I was having a conversation with somebody about like how I eat, and they just instantly want to put you in a box of like your dietary restrictions. It's like, I eat just the way I want to eat. I don't want. Don't put me in a box of anything. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm just me.
Oh my God. I feel like Erin, so that happened to me yesterday. Like I ordered, so at work we have shrimp and grits, right? And it has pulled pork in it, right? So I don't know, for some reason it was cold and rainy, so I felt like shrimp and gritties. And I never ordered that. After I ate it, I was like, I shouldn't order that. But it's just really not my type of meal. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it today because I never get it, and I'm gonna get it. But I want it with no pulled pork, right? So the guy making, he was like, well, why do you want it without pork? And I was just like, because I don't eat pork. Like, I don't eat meat. He was like, well, you do know, like, the gravy that we use is from this and this and that and that. And I'm like, okay, and then I was just like, okay, that's fine. But like, I don't want the pulled pork in it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want the pulled pork. And then there's another guy in the kitchen was just like, bro, she just don't want pulled pork. Like, why you even got to go into that, all that? Why? She just don't, some people just don't want that.
Right.
And just let it be. That's it. It don't have to be. And I was just like, it's not against my religion. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? If I want a cheeseburger, I'll eat it. You know what I'm saying? But I just choose to have most of my diet be non-meat.
Right.
That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I want to eat meat, I will. If I feel it, I will. But it's not like or anything, or I'm gonna scorn you for eating meat. I don't care.
Yeah.
But bruh, make my food though. And shut up.
Big facts. Big facts. Like, it's just about like, mind your damn business. I mean, we had told y'all once on the show before. I feel
like a lot of times.
And that's still a thing. Now, if you're curious about how someone eats, be curious in like a positive mindset where you're actually in a place to receive, to learn, versus like judging somebody. Right? Like everybody that sees me nowadays, they're like, "Oh my God, you lost so much weight," and in my mind, I'm like, I don't see it because the clothes Like some clothes can look bigger than the other, but some I'm like, I'm still jumping in these jeans. I don't feel it. Okay, I don't know, but I'm not. I look at myself every day. It's like I can see where I could slim some ways, but it's
Mm-hmm.
instantly like I tell people I changed my eating habits. I changed my
Mm-hmm.
I say I changed my relationship with food because that's actually the most important part to me about my transformation is I changed my relationship with food. Like I don't desire food like I used to, and I'm a foodie. Like
Mm-hmm.
not even a thing in my life. So when I changed my relationship with food, so I just don't even desire it
I
like I
feel
used
that.
to.
I feel
But
that.
I'm gonna go. But we gonna eat though,
I mean, always.
and I want
I
some Bojangles when I
actually.
go to Charleston. Period. And
That's
yes, I
funny.
am going. I want all the stuff because that's what I that's those are the benefits of eating great all the time. So you can
Right.
have those moments when you going in
And you eat
all
that
bets off.
thing that's horrible one time every blue moon. It's not like you're eating that shit every day, 3 times a day, and all that
Right.
shit. So yeah. I have this thing when I did the update on my phone. I got this, and I probably have always had it, but never noticed it. The fitness app on Apple. I
Uh-huh.
invited you. I don't know if you have it. I invited you to it. Me and Krause are on it, but I love
Uh-huh.
it because I can. I never like noticed how much I walk. Like I just never paid attention to it. I never had Apple Watch or anything like that. But I love seeing the amount of steps and all the shit that you're doing every day. We're so active in
Mm-hmm.
like hospitality or just whatever you're doing. Like if you're not sitting at a desk all day, it's cool to see like, or even if you are, it's cool to see your movement and your activity and your pattern. So I really
Mm-hmm.
like that. I really like that. And to like have those goals of like, you've reached this goal and da da da. And I remember you telling me that you liked having your Apple Watch because of that. So
Yeah.
this is kind of
Mm-hmm.
like a piece of that. So I encourage people to do that too, because you can really see what you're doing, how you're moving, how that balances out with what you're eating and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really important. I know we just be going through and living life, but it's important to like have a mindset or a conscious effort of your health,
Yes, for
because we're
sure.
trying to be here. I want to
Mm-hmm.
make the best choices for my lifestyle because I feel like we should be better than our parents. We should not have those health, like, some of our
Right.
parents have like health issues. And I feel like a lot of that stuff could be gone if they had made better eating habits when they were our age or younger, you know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't in the culture. So I feel like we know more, there's more information out about how to not use certain products and things like that. So we live a better, healthier life and we're not in the doctor's office taking all this fucking bullshit medicine or whatever. So I think that's a thing that we like to
Facts.
touch on too, is just like how to be like healthy. We still like a chicken wing, but moderation and just like do good
Right.
things to your body.
Moderation is the key.
We might have a drink, just like drink champs. Like people are like, damn, y'all drink this much, but they're like, this is one day out of we don't drink like this every day. We juice, we're vegan, we're this, we're that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's good to have
Facts.
that balance.
Big facts. Have the
Mm-hmm.
balance so you can live your best life.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And stop
Just
trying to tell people what
live
it is. What have I learned about myself in the last
and
7 days is that um I kind of get I have a lot of brain activity that goes down. So it's really important for me to like I like planning. That's why I like events and stuff. And so I kind of got
mm-hmm.
away from planning and kind of just been moving like fast and abrupt because I was trying to like do some shift and transitioning. And so my plans, when they don't go right, I wasn't able to handle those always in the best way, or it would just kind of mess up my mood, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I backed off the planning to just kind of allow things to flow. Now I've realized like I need to just go back to incorporating that again now that I'm able to like handle life and my energy a little bit better, but also just really like diving deep into my creativeness.
Yeah.
Um, I realize there's certain things that I just really don't enjoy, but I feel bad that I don't enjoy them because it's ultimately not really fulfilling me, it's fulfilling others. And so really learning how to let that go and just continue just to do what I enjoy and understand that if people want to fuck with me, they're gonna fuck with me regardless. Of just by what I want to do to please their to please whatever that goes through their brain. So it's something
Mm-hmm.
I've learned. You know, I'm a people pleaser. Hello. But I'm really growing to learn how to do that. But sometimes you still feel bad because it's just kind of in your face, especially when you're trying to do business and work and promote and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of hard. But I go into my hermit modes, but it's not for anything bad. It's just because I like to be present and live, and
Yeah.
so I think I'm probably in that place in my life where I can like really enjoy all the things. I've done a lot of stuff, but I don't feel like I've always enjoyed them, if
Yep.
that makes sense. So
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, great. So it's like actually enjoy. So kind of talking on Weekend Hospitality. Shout out to the Real Estate Insider. We had him on our show. Lamar,
Mm-hmm.
he's awesome. You guys check him out on YouTube, Real Estate Insider on YouTube. He does all types of great tours of celebrity homes. Super dope and is killing it in the YouTube game.
So I just saw, okay, it's gonna go through a lot of things. I just saw he posted on and I think I saved it to my watch later, but he did like one of Toya's house in Atlanta. What's her last name? I can't remember her last name. I feel like it starts with a J, but she's got married, so it's Toya Rushing. Okay, period.
Oh,
But I just
period.
watched her. My best friend, damn, I need to text her back. My best friend sent me like this thing about her wedding or something
Mm-hmm.
about it, and I was like up the other night late after we're watching it, and I wanted to send it to you because this is like, to me, it reminded me of Erin, like how her wedding would be was destination. It was in Cabo, and Erin loves that. And
Yes,
it was
that's me.
beautiful, immaculate, over the top. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, this is an Erin wedding, like for sure,
Mm-hmm.
for sure, for sure. It was still like humble. She had all her family there from New Orleans. I just love the family aspect of it because I'm like, damn, I can't even see my wedding being like that, like
Mm-hmm.
having family like that who are like you're close to and things like that, which I wish I had, but it's just really realistically not like that. So I just love that part of just seeing Black family, like her
Right.
aunties, cousins. I just
Mm-hmm.
love seeing that shit. It was just so beautiful to see all those Black people having fun, and it was a
Yeah.
vibe. It was just beautiful. So I'm gonna
I
send it
love
to
that.
you. Yeah, it was real cute. Real cute. Her
I
dress just
love that.
and then she got her dress from Dallas.
Oh, hey, where'd she get from,
Yeah,
girl?
I can't remember the name of the designer, but her and her stylist flew to Dallas for her wedding dress.
Aw,
And they went to the
love it.
RH place, the RH
Oh
rooftop or
my gosh,
whatever.
yes,
She
that's my
she
favorite.
was saying how much she liked it, and her and her stylist loved going there. I guess the first time they were in Dallas, and they went to have lunch there again. I'm like, oh
Nice.
my
I love
god, this is
that.
reminding me of Erin. So yeah.
Yes, y'all.
And
I'm
it's just
definitely
so
gonna
cool
definitely
to
do
see,
it.
like, anytime you see someone who is like a mom was like, this is Lil Wayne's first wife. I'm like, damn, what if she was still married to Wayne? That would be so raw. But like Lil Wayne's first wife, man, you're a single mom. Just anytime you see someone who was once a single mom still marry like somebody, and like, it just does something to me. It's like there's hope that like you can still get the person you're supposed to be with, have a great family, and all the things. So, and
All the
she's
things.
she's a chocolate queen. So it's just another thing to identify with. And I just love that she's always herself. I don't follow her like that. I don't follow her on Instagram, but remember her journey of having that show with Tiny and just doing
Mm-hmm.
her thing. She's into fitness. Her man's into fitness. It's just cool to see that portrayed because it's normally negative or toxic
Right.
or whatever. And everyone goes through their things, but like it was just really nice and refreshing to see her journey to like getting married and stuff like that. And she has a YouTube channel. So I'm like, okay, that's cute. Like
Yeah.
I'm here for the Black creatives putting on. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I'm all for it, I love a little glitz and glam.
It's
It's
very
my
that. I'm gonna
jam.
send it.
It's my jizam. Shout outs to Dallas, man. I went to, what is it? A trap murder mystery on
Oh,
Saturday. It
this
was
is a
so
trap for
fun.
me.
It was so fun. I've always wanted to go to murder mystery, number one. It's Halloween, it works out. And the fact that
hmm
it had the trap, I thought that was super dope. It was in our design district area. The creators of this, actually, like, she's like a really big stager in the housing community and has been on HGTV. And she was just a local girl with her friend, and they wanted to create something. And so the DJ was fine, though. I just want to give a
Ooh,
disclaimer.
shout
I
out to
don't know.
the
I
fine.
forgot to look him up, but I was like, ooh, child.
Shout out to
Um,
all the fine DJs.
but he was like Mexican or something like that. So I like that it was like all of us, and you got a little sprinkle, and another
Mhm.
actor was in there as well. But it was super dope. You had to figure out like, who did it and what, but it was interactive. So they, incorporated people. They walked around the room, and I just really enjoyed um doing that, and just to see Black creatives do that. And I feel like once I left, I was like, damn, like this is what I love, just to see our people doing what needs to have been done to create something
Mhm.
different. It's like you have your main job that does so great, but then you want to do something that's different, that you could be creative, that you can have fun, that you can let loose. So super freaking dope. Shout out to the Trap Murder Mystery Dinner. They just started back this year, but they used to do it like all around, like in Atlanta and stuff like that. So check them
Ah,
out online. I know that she said they're just starting back up again, so it could be coming to your city near you. They're on
that's dope.
Facebook. Okay, period. I posted little clips. I didn't get much because you're not supposed to like be, with the
On your
cameras and all that,
phone,
on
yeah.
your phone. So I got like a little snippets, but it was, and it was pulling up them drinks. Okay. But no, it was good stuff. Good stuff. And then what else did I do this weekend? Oh my god, I feel like everything went to a crumble just that quickly.
Not the
Oh,
crumble.
shout out to Tequila Delicious, my friend Eric. He just redid the menu. It's his spot, and so got to go there and check him out. They do karaoke on Friday, so that was fun. Who they had somebody on stage, honey, that was living a Usher dreams, a Drake dreams.
Ooh,
Like homeboy kept going up, and he was living his ultimate best life. Okay,
I love
I was
it.
like, he is giving for the stage. He walked around, he did the crowd, like he was at it. So Tequila Delicious in Uptown, they do karaoke on Fridays, and they also have a really great plethora of great things that they do. Drag brunch every Saturday and Sunday. And soon I will give you guys a really good inside tour of that spot. Okay.
Love it.
I went to this other place called Anais over at the Dallas Country
What is
Club
it
Village
called?
area. Anais.
A Nas?
Yes. And
Mm.
it wasn't anything good, y'all. It was
Oh.
actually, yeah, I would never go again. Aesthetics
Ooh.
were beautiful. Aesthetics were beautiful. Food was very, 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 very like giving a 3. Okay, food was a
Ooh.
3, y'all. For a place like that, it's like in a country club too. So I have very high expectations because it's giving like it needs to be on point and litty.
Mhm.
Horrible. Service was horrible. Black girl. I was like, ma'am, you don't know who's sitting here. Okay. Like I can't with you. You don't know who's sitting here, but she was horrible. It was cold. They had the AC
Well,
on.
what made her horrible though? Sorry, I
No,
gotta get in
no,
my meeting
no
making my
real
back.
like hi, my name, not hosting as you should, right? Like when you're a server,
Uh,
you're hosting my damn table. So when I come, you should be giving suggestions, you should be just giving energy. And it was like, okay, cool, like it's slow, y'all. Like I could see every table could see me. It's slow. Okay. So don't tell me you're busy. You're not. I could see everything. It was just like you didn't go get my drink. You didn't check on my drink. You didn't let me know that my drink's on the way. Drink took long, right? Like you didn't acknowledge it. Then when I get it, you're not checking to see if I like it. Then it's like, okay, you had appetite. Did you never ask me if I liked it? Like you didn't ask me like if I liked anything. You gave your suggestions or whatever, but you didn't ask me anything. And then you gave some suggestions with just okay. Like the food was just blah. She was blah. Like it just wasn't like she was not being hospitable. She wasn't trying to figure out what we needed to be successful in our meal, and she didn't create an experience. Because if the food is blah,
mm,
then you need to be giving me a rah rah so I can have a better like feel of what's going on. Because I probably would have had a better time if you would have cat with me, and I would have had less focus on the food and more focus on us. So
ooh.
it was just
Okay, I
it
like
was just
that deep down
very
description because like people need to know if you're in food service industry, whatever. Like you need to be creating the vibe for your tables, and you need like there. I don't understand how you can like be a server, your table gets any type of anything, and you're not making sure they like it. Period.
no.
Because some people just maybe not want to say anything. You just want to make sure everything is straight because you don't know how it
Right.
tastes. You couldn't taste the drink. Like, I mean, sometimes I will straw test my drink now. Ever so often, I will.
Right.
But I feel like our bartenders I'm confident in them, so I don't feel like shit's gonna be off. But you can't taste
Right.
the food. You don't know if it's cold. You don't know
Right.
anything. It shouldn't
Right.
be, but you just never know. So
Right.
you need to always double check. They're here for a reason. They're here. They're paying you.
Right.
This is how you pay your bill. So
Right.
yes, everything needs to be on point. And there will be some
Mm-hmm.
times where my table will be like, oh, like this, I didn't like this, or this is that. And I'm like, they're like, but I don't want to complain. I don't want to send it back. I'm like, and I'm always like, no, you're here. And I say this, you're here to have a good time. You're here to have a great meal. So I'm going to make sure that it's right. So they're going to remake it and you're going to like it, period. And they're just like, oh, like they love that. I'm like, no, like you're paying your money and you're out here, you're maybe on a date, you have your 2 hours with no kids or whatever. You're just here spending your money to have a good time. It needs to
Right.
be fucking good.
Right.
And that's just that on that. I
Right.
don't play. You having a good time. You eating some good food.
Period.
Okay? Had to make another drink. It's just something
Hey.
about, and I never make 2 drinks. It's something about, so I went, so we did our show. Damn, when did we do our show last week? Wednesday?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay. So I went out Wednesday night.
Okay, bet.
I went to one of my favorite places on Folly. I used to work on Folly Beach, and it's called Jack of Cups. It's a vegan place, but they have most of everything. You can add meat to it. You can add chicken or pork or beef or whatever it calls for. So I legit used to eat here every single day that I worked. Call it in, and they have a seasonal menu, which I love, and everything is always amazing. I don't think I've ever had a bad thing from there. And what I love is that the menu is like some of the stuff you haven't heard of, or just like a weird mashup of things, or it's just very unique. It's not anything you're gonna get anywhere else. So the person I went with has never been there before. Okay. And I told them that I'm like, the menu is going to look crazy to you. Okay, but just be adventurous and just know that everything's going to be good. So when we went, he's reading the menu. He was like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I'm like, I know, I literally told you that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to order everything. Trust me, there's some things that come back every season. So there's some things I've had before or whatever. So I'm like, I'm just going to order everything. We're going to order a bunch of things and just share. So when we get there, they tell us that I think they made an extra salad or whatever. So it was an arugula salad. It had beets. It had, I can't remember what cheese. It had Chex Mix in it, apples. Like this vinaigrette was fire. Like it was just delicious. Like probably reading it, you would probably be like, okay, I don't think I'm going to order it, but it was so good. I'm glad that we got it for free, but it's like, okay, the next time I come, I'm going to order the salad because I know it's delicious. So shout out to Jack of Cups. It was kind of weird because I only had one cocktail. Didn't really love my margarita. I can't remember what kind of margarita it was, but I didn't love it. But it's okay. Food is always amazing. I'm not really there for the drinks. So, but they have a really good like craft beer selection. I'm pretty sure most things are local. It's a vibe. They have this like outdoor seating in the back that's really cute. There's like really cute lights, and it's just a cute little vibe. Perfect for dates, perfect for your family. Everyone's welcome, and that's what I love about Folly. Like it's just for everybody. It's not too snooty. It's just a cute little small beach town, and I love it. Folly has a special place in my heart. But Jack of Cups is always a vibe. The red curry mac and cheese is just so delicious. So good, so good. We got that. We got a white bean burger, the arugula salad, and red beans and rice. And everything vegan.
Yum.
Everything
Sounds
vegan.
delicious.
So vegan, vegetarian. So good. Then after that, we walked around like Folly Beach. I just love this time on Folly because there's not a lot of people out. You can walk around, get lifted, get hungry again. It's just cool. There's no one out. It's just a vibe. After that, we went to my other favorite place. It's called, what is it called? Chico Feo. Chico Feo's a vibe. It's all outdoors. It's just a cute little
Mm,
bar. They have a kitchen. The food is the same. It's vegan. They do have vegetarian
nice.
options. But it's just a cute spot. So they have their signature drink. It's called a Samurai Sling. It has
Mm,
like sake and some other shit in it, and it tastes like it's nothing, but that shit gets you. It sneaks up on you. So love Samurai Sling, and it's super cheap. It's very like cost effective.
mm-hmm.
So that's another thing I like about Folly. You're not breaking the bank, and it's still a vibe. When you go out, super cute if you're going on a date, especially if someone doesn't go out to Folly all the time. If you're in Charleston, it's really cute. The beach just does something to you. And then you can just go walk on the beach, like free. Walk on
Mm-hmm.
the beach at night. It's so nice to hear the waves. Or if you don't want to walk on the beach, you can still get close enough to like hear it, sit, chill, talk. I just love the beach. I really used to be a beach bum for sure, like just always at the beach. So yeah, shout outs to Folly Beach. If you live in Charleston, you haven't been in a while, this is the best time to go.
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Folly. I got twisted in Folly at one point in life. It was fun.
Oh, we went to Sunset Cay. That's a whole another vibe. Best sunset in Charleston. That's another good day night spot. Have drinks, look at the really nice boats in the sunset.
Yeah, it
It's
was
a
a
vibe.
vibe. Yeah, Whitney
It's
took
a
me on a
vibe.
date, y'all. It was lit. It was lit. It was
It
lit.
was.
Yeah, it was. I still have videos and pics. Yeah, we need to do like a flashback Friday or something one day of all the shenanigans we've had in each other's cities. She had some stuff going on when she came here, and vice
Mm-hmm.
versa.
Mm-hmm.
And our 100th episode's coming up soon, y'all. So check out um us on Instagram so you can follow all the great things we're gonna do and shimmy for y'all
Ooh, so
on that. On it.
yeah. All right.
On it.
So yeah. Um Thanks for watching. Make sure you again subscribe, like, share, all the things. If you know someone that works in the restaurant business, hospitality business, share it with them,
Yes.
or just share it with anybody. I feel like we can relate to all aspects of your work life. So thanks for
Absolutely.
tapping in with us. Follow me on Instagram, WhitneyWhite1_. You can shop my store, shop 2230. That's where I got my hat from. Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Follow me, Get Toned with E on Instagram. And tap in, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're loving, what you would love to see as we are branding into just continue to being some sexy boss hospitality queens. Just saying. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this little tidbit. It says
Mm,
connection is the key to fulfillment. So connection is with people, with things at home, with jobs, all the things. Connections are similar to relationships. So, as you go through
mm-hmm.
your beautiful week this week, think about your connections and how they fulfill you and how you can make them fulfill you. Because it's retrograding. It's retrograding.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what sign it is, it's giving round or it's giving out. I'm feeling a little round, but I'm gonna get down. And that might be what's gonna happen for me in retrograde. It might be a little ups and downs. I don't know. I gotta study because I actually did. I've been trying to veer away, but Whitney just twinkled me, so I'm like, I really need to get into it so I can figure out what all this is because like people right now are already kind of irritating me, and it's just like, whoa, okay, like I just need to like I'm calm, right? I'm calm, I'm collected, but like I don't like when people are coming real intensely. So I'm getting a lot of
should
intense
the
energy in this morning already. It's like breathe,
should the
okay?
name of the episode be Ups and Downs?
Ups and downs, because
I
I'm gonna
like
have
that.
them, okay? But I'm gonna get through them, okay?
Period.
Yeah,
Period.
and then just keep your intense ass energy elsewhere, people. Like, slow the
Mm-hmm.
fuck down, like, or just talk to people differently. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and stop act like if you don't know something, don't go in and thinking you know. Like, get all the meat and potatoes first, okay? Period. So that's just that. Okay, thanks.
She
Love
said what she
y'all.
said, y'all.
Until next time. I don't do mornings, literally. And people are triggering me this morning.
It's still morning, not even noon yet,
Bitch, I need
y'all.
a sage. I need a sage and Palo Santos. No
Okay.
cap. Like I need a Palo Santos right now, so my energy could be clear.
Heard. All right. Love y'all. Thank you.